Can I sing Precious Memory? We can?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what we do. Precious memories, unseen angels, sent from somewhere to my soul. How they linger ever near me, and the sacred past unfold. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. And we have many memories and precious memories of Aunt Joyce. And now the thing, we're not going to be making fun of her, but we've got a few stories we want to share, okay? And the few stories that we have is when Joyce would come to visit us in Portage, she would always say, if I had a bulldozer, I would bulldoze down all these new homes around here. I'd make them into cornfields again. Every time she'd come up, she'd just get so upset, you know, because she loved the good old days. And she loved country life, and she loved the prairie type things. We would laugh because Portage was getting bigger and bigger, and she'd come to visit, and we're waiting for her. Yep, she's waiting for it. Where's that bulldozer? And then one year, as we have the picture up here, one year when Joyce and Annette followed us out to Idaho, and then we came back to Mount Rushmore, Joyce was bragging and bragging and bragging that she was going to drive up to that up there to the monument 5 times. Why? We were just laughing. 5 times I'm going to drive up there. Well, the highway up to the monument was so steep, and we know Joyce is a little afraid of heights. And after one time, she said her favorite word, "Dang, I'm not going to go up there again." After just one time. But we always laughed because we knew she had these things that she wanted to do, but it was funny because the way she said it at that. And then one time, my daughter Deanna here and I, we caught Aunt Joyce at a rummage sale near our home. Now, we were coming back from a photographer in Chesterton, and we were taking the back roads back, and we seen Aunt Joyce and her car. Well, because she's so close to our home, we thought she was going to come on over and visit. But she didn't come home over there. She came back home to DeLong. And so we thought, okay, she doesn't know we've seen her, but this will be funny. Let's call her and let her see what she's going to say. So we called her and we told her, we've seen someone that looks just like you in your car up here at a rummage sale, Aunt Joyce. You could hear a pin drop. She got so quiet, and you knew you caught her. And it was so funny because she's trying to find words. I don't think that was me. I don't think that was me. But we knew it was, but that was okay. We weren't upset because we knew Aunt Joyce loved her rummage sales. So that didn't bother us a bit. So, and then one other time, as you're talking about the Pepsi and the pop, Jill remembers when all the plastic bottles first came out, and Joyce, she was there visiting us, and she grabbed that bottle and she was hanging on to it, and she said, "I hate these dang plastic Pepsi bottles." And he said, she just jugged them all down and kept on drinking. But the main thing with Aunt Joyce is we had a lot of laughs with her. Yeah. And no matter what it was, we thought it was so funny. But we always called her Aunt Joyce. But she
called herself that.
Yeah, so we started calling her that. People couldn't understand that because that was his sister. But you know, once you do that, and if you don't mind me saying just a couple things about Uncle Albert, is that okay?
Yes.
A couple of stories about Uncle Albert. We called him Uncle Albert for that. Said this is the one that, and like I say, one time Uncle Albert showed Gerald a picture of a parking lot. And he said he took the picture while he was in Oklahoma. And Aunt Joyce said, we were nowhere near Oklahoma. Well, you can imagine how long we had to listen to that conversation. And we started laughing, and because it was just a picture of a parking lot.
Yeah.
And we kept listening to them, and we were laughing so hard because they were trying to figure out where they were at. But they were on, he seen what you call the roadside, and thought that's where he was near. But like I said, we didn't make fun. We just thought that was so cute. Then one Christmas, I remember Uncle Albert dressed up as Santa.
Oh, yes.
Well, the kids were very young and were afraid of him. Deanna and Annette both.
I was terrified.
They were terrified of Santa sitting there. And nobody would go near him. So I ran over to him and I said, I'm going to sit on your lap. And he looked at me and I sat down.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Wow.
Was he surprised, of course,
bet.
when I sat down. And of course, everybody started laughing and he started giggling. He had such a funny laugh. And
Yeah, he did.
And he laughed and laughed and laughed. And we loved that. So, and then the main thing is, we know he always loved showing everybody the cars that he bought it for Aunt Joyce, especially those big Lincolns.
Big Lincolns.
And he was like a little kid, and always showing us what he got. And but he was very proud of his property. He was proud of his kids, and proud of everything that he could accomplish.
Yes.
Right.
And so now I'd like to just say we're so glad that Uncle Albert and Aunt Joyce got to move to the country, and now they can be close together again.
Amen.
Oh, yes.
So, and I want to read one scripture, if you don't mind. Matthew 11:28 says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest."
Beautiful.
Very good. Very good to see you.
Very good.